Well, hey folks, Species 7 here, welcome to the channel, welcome back to Farm Sim 25, and the 7 Species Homestead map. Indeed, we are here today in our little Kubota skid steer, and I need to take care of some rocks before we can continue with our little mowing spree. So that's what we're up to first thing. Hope everybody's doing well. It is the 26th day of July 2025 as I record this. I believe this will be going up maybe 1st of August. So yes, indeed, it is a overcast day here in the beautiful Sunshine Coast of BC, but a nice one nonetheless. Not actually calling for rain, which is probably unfortunate because that means generally if it's overcast and it doesn't rain, it's just going to jack up the humidity levels. So, alright, here we go. Let's turn this thing on. And do the thump 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 thump. Thank you. Took its time, eh? Man. So we're gonna have like 4 of those little piles, 5 of those little piles. Wow. We'll go maybe 6 if this turns out to be 2 separate pieces. And you never know. Nah, I think that's just one rock. We'll still have to get all of that out of here. Ooh, we can fly above the crows briefly. Okay. There we go. So I went down for my usual early morning long march and hopped on the scooter to come back home, and I got all of 100 yards up the road and come across a young bear. He's crossed the road, decided he doesn't want to go through the bush, he's going to walk down the pole line. So he's got to walk up the main paved road for a little bit. So yeah, he's now with any wildlife, if I'm on that scooter, I have to let them know I'm coming. Because they're stupidly quiet, right? So yeah, I slowed right down, and when I was maybe 30-40 yards away, and just said to him, you go ahead, carry on. I won't get in your way if you don't get in mine. He just sort of looked at me and watched me go by. No fuss, no muss. Couldn't have cared less that I was there, in all honesty, I think, from looking at him. So, yeah. But it's you know, basically such a privilege to be able to randomly see stuff like that in your home. Oh, somebody outside started a circular saw or something at the exact same moment my tractor started, and the first thing that went through my head was, oh crap, there's something wrong with it. But no, I think in fact it wasn't my tractor. Alright, let's dump the weight for the moment. We're going to put it back on. Now I could have used that device we have out at the mine to do this, because it will scoop up pretty much anything from the ground. But I don't really want to go all the way out to the mine. So, how nasty are you going to be to hook up to that? I think I've tried this before. Yeah, it's not a good fit. Alright, not a big deal. Not a big deal. We'll see how much is here. I mean, it might be one of those things where, oh, I've got to have a way to carry it back, only to find out it all fits in the bucket. But I have a feeling there's a little more than that here this time. What I should have brought with me was the little trailer that can hold the skid steer. And I wouldn't have had to do the painful 12-kilometer-per-hour crawl back to back to the farm with it later. Oh, crap. Yeah, here's me going, yeah, I'll set up to grab that stuff while we're still out here. Uh-huh. Because, yeah, that'll work. There we are. Oh, man, messed up our windrow. Oh, well. What can you do? So, big shout out this morning to Mr. Sooty Farmer, a fellow YouTuber that does awesome farm sim stuff. Okay, so one pile fills the bucket. So, yeah. It's gonna be the last thing. There is a link in the description down below to his channel. And, of course, the developer of this map, Old Man 102. Big shout out to him as well. And there is, of course, a link not only to his channel, but to the map and all of the mood packs that go with it. No, it's not going to actually hold them all, I don't think. Even the big box is only like just under 8,000 liters. And it looks like we've got 10,000 sitting here, so even with that weight, it's just barely enough to keep us functional here. Oh, baby, come on. Give me the tip. There you go. Just a tiny moment of panic. Nothing big. There we go. Oh, that one wasn't quite a full one. Okay. There we go. Well, we might just get this in here after all. Easy. Easy. There we go. And... ooh. It's quite the balancing act. There we go. So I've listened to MP3s on a set of earbuds while I'm down doing my walks. They do noise cancelling, but I don't use it because I kind of like hearing some of the stuff that's going on in the background. Especially when the ravens spot my lunch sitting in my bike helmet on the bench at the other side of the track and go, you know, it's no issue for us to open up Ziploc bags. I wouldn't mind a nice peanut butter and jam sandwich for breakfast. Yeah. So, but luckily, like some people, they don't know when to shut up when they found a good thing. So yeah, they'll usually announce their intentions At which point I can, I'm watching you. And that usually convinces them to hold off. But on the last Prime days, I bought myself new earbuds. The other ones, I mean, I think they were just under 20 bucks that I paid for them new. So they weren't exactly anything outstanding. They worked. They had reasonable enough sound. But they would always drop the signal. So during the last Prime days, I bought myself a replacement pair. Much nicer, and they were 89% off of the regular price. And I checked, they are back up at the regular price now, so they weren't making it up. But basically I bought a $180 set of headphones for 30 bucks. Or earbuds, I should say. I don't know that they would have been worth that amount of money. They're certainly worth the 30 bucks, but I'd have been hard pressed to pay what they were asking, I'll tell you what. Okay, so that's all the truck takes, but it's okay. Well, it's okay. It's not like this bucket's got to go home empty. There's nobody ever said that, so. Yeah, they're rather nice. They don't drop the signal. And like I said, they've got some nice functionality. Things like being able to adjust the volume from the earbud case, stuff like that. Which I suppose on most MP3 players wouldn't be a big deal, but on the little one that I've got, it's got like 2 buttons on it to do all of the functions, from searching for songs to playing blah 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 blah. So you have to go through like 9 menus to get to a volume one. Yeah. And of course, if you accidentally press the wrong button during the 38 different conniptions you have to go through, it usually means the music just outright stops, and then you've got to go back to whatever menu starts playing the music again, so that you can figure out what the volume is. Yeah, it's not good. But yeah, this one I just it's got a little touch screen right on the case. Yeah, I know, fancy. But you just swipe it till you get to the volume control one, tap the little up arrow, and my God, if the volume doesn't go up. Pair flawlessly. Took seconds, and they found the MP3 player, found them and installed them. And yep, very happy, very happy. Now, it seems to me we have enough compost to pretty much stuff a buffalo, don't we? Maybe even an entire herd. Let's just confirm that fact. I have 1,210,000. So I think what we're going to do, we're going to sell it instead. I know we won't get much. 7,600 meters of rocks I found out in my field. I'm not expecting it to pay for our next harvester. But I'm not expecting to dump it in a ditch somewhere either. Well, made close to $1,000. Yeah, $1,146. There you go. There you go. That'll pay for all the diesel we used today. Oh, hey, there's another rock what needs dealt with. Alright, so you're done. No longer require your fine functionality. There we go. Scooter, no. Yes, you're next. You are next. We'll get around to mowing the grass here eventually, now that it's clear and all. Now, I think it's this field? No. I thought one of the fields still required a second fertilization. It's not the far one. Well, I mean, I know the far one needs it, but that's not till it... Oh, it's weird. You can actually see where the pattern changes for the corners and the ends. Wild. Anyway, yeah. I think we've got the one field that does need a second fertilization, but not until the next stage or two of growth from the what we planted in it. Which is to say, of course, corn. There we go. Another $125. Alright. And yeah, I'm not going to be driving that little bugger home, the skid steer. We will be trailering it back to the farm. That was ridiculous. Yeah, 12 kilometers an hour. So, I mean, granted, it's only probably a, kilometer away. But it's still more time than I want to spend doing it. There you go. I almost sold this little trailer thinking it might be pretty much useless. And then I realized if we branched out, like we are doing, of course, we're eventually going to run into places I need to take it to or I'm not going to feel like driving it. So yeah, this is one of those. I was looking at the release of Animal Shelter 2, because I played Animal Shelter 1 and I did a series on it. Didn't do that well, but it didn't do that bad. And it was kind of an interesting game, and I mean, you know, I absolutely adore the small furry bugs, so I quite enjoyed it. But I looked at it and then I made the mistake of reading the description, where they were mentioned when they were saying all the things you could do, you know, like feed them and pet them and take them out for playtimes and dress them up. And I don't know, maybe it's just because I'm old and crotchety and, you know, remember a time when the best drink you had that day was out of a garden hose, but yeah, dress them up. So I decided it wasn't worth my time. Oh, I am a fickle beast, I tell you what. Well, mow on. There we go. A little bit of a blank spot, but that's okay. Once we carve a field here, there'll be a much bigger blank spot, that's for dang sure. I should probably have a double headland up here. Do I need one? Nope. Actually, I don't. Cool. I just need to lift the front moor. And then delift it. And this is a good thing because we could use the grass. I would like to not get too far into our spring here before we get some cows and such other bits and beasties. And apparently they like grass and grass products. Who knew? Fill them up with green stuff at one end and sell the white stuff that comes out the other. Well, not quite out the other, but you know, turn grass into milk. That's what we're talking about here. It does turn it into other things, and they're useful as well. But I ain't gonna buy a bottle of it at the supermarket. Although, to be honest with you, some of the stuff they stick in bottles at the supermarket, that might as well be what you're buying. We had a few hot days last week, and it came to the point where I needed to bake another loaf of bread. Because I don't like to go without, because I generally have a slice or two during the day. And, well, how badly do I want to leave my stove at 380 degrees for an hour or so today? Probably not much. And I had to go to the store anyway. So I went to the store, and I looked, and well, good God. A loaf of pretty basic whole wheat bread's like $6. Thinking, well, yeah, but you should have known that. Oh, I see. You're an idiot. You species are a complete twat. You didn't lower the front mower, man. You gotta lower the front mower. So I wonder why I saw a few strands of grass sticking out at the end. Yeah, that would be why, because without that down, it's not doing anything. So we'll go back. But yeah, I looked at it and went, well, you know, it's a fair bit of money for what it is. And of course it is store-made bread, which technically isn't really bread. And I couldn't help myself. I didn't really want to know what was in it, but I wanted to know, like, how much fiber, how much sugar, that sort of thing, because, you know, there's things that I do watch in my diet. You know, fats and that sort of stuff. Well, wow. I didn't actually get to that. I flipped the loaf of bread over and to the side that had the ingredients and the nutrition breakdown and all of that, you know, stuff that all of us weirdos look at. And I saw the size of the ingredient list, and that was it. I put it back on the shelf. Picked up the couple of things I did need that I couldn't make myself, like lemons. I've tried, but I don't know. I can't find it. I did it again. I didn't drop the front mower. Yeah, I can't find a good recipe for making lemons. So I guess it's one of those things. And then I came home and made a loaf of bread. To make a long story one sentence longer, yeah. I did. And I'm due to make another one tomorrow. I might actually make it today. It's only supposed to go up to like 22 Celsius today. Tomorrow it's supposed to go up to 28. So, yeah. I think I'd rather run my oven when it was 6 degrees cooler. Because that's probably about how much it's going to heat up my kitchen. This is a fairly big lawn to mow, isn't it? It's pretty scruffy looking grass, but it's okay. We don't have to worry about next year's yield. There isn't going to be one. Because I think what we need to do, stop right on time, is get some veggies planted. That's kind of the reason I'm hollowing out this end of the world. Yeah, you do you. Here we go. And okay. Don't care. We've got a greenhouse that can do that, I think. We've got our hemp. Hops? I suppose we probably should put a hop field in. Millet, I don't care. Oats, well, we've got some grains. Okay, so yeah, we can plant veggies. Yeah, right through April, so we'll have time to do this, no doubt. Hops, I never thought of that. I think there's a factory involvement that you could use it for, so, you know, might be worth doing. We'll see. Something else I'd like to look at that we're going to end up investing in, of course, is getting a few more added value type of product things going on. We produce a lot of things, not all of them are being used to their 100% money-making efficiency, I don't think. Ooh, almost hit it. Done. Oops. A little off course there. No biggie. Got enough junk out here, eh? 5 machines just sitting here. Like a little kid that never puts his toys away. You're a big kid that never puts his toys away whenever way you want to look at it. Alright, let's take a break from this. Now, actually I think best way to load this thing is like this and then go backwards. So... Really? To lower the ramp? Well, I really don't think it's a PTO thing, to be honest with you. But okay. Whatever makes you feel better. Let's jump in here. Wah, 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 wah. Yeah. Whoa. Come on, baby. Oh, crap. You need to be up there a little ways. There we go. And up. We're still not doing it, are we? No, we're not. How come? How come? Hmm? I mean, I know it's... Oh, I guess it's just because it's so tight a fit between the fenders it wouldn't go up. There we go. Yeah, it's about as snug as it gets, in all honesty. You know? Let's get you tucked in nice and close. Alright. Yeah, we might as well run a strap up over the tread there. Don't know how much good it'll do, but can't do any harm. Alright. Of course, it'll hardly seem like a trip at all in the tractor. We're already doing darn near 5 times the speed this thing will go on its own, so... Now, where's the strap? Ah, there it is. Perfect. Stupid Kubota. Come here. Now am I in the right one? Well, I guess I am. And there you go. Okay. Alright. Okie dokie, so all we need to do, drop you down and get back to work. Now we've only got one piece of equipment sitting there doing nothing. Lovely. Of course, it's not even the next piece we need, but, you know, details. Oh. Whatever will we do? Well, I guess I'll have to buy one less cow. Oops. Guess I wasn't really watching there, was I? Oh well, it's not a big deal. Not a big deal. Come on, get all of it. Oh, you bugger. Ah, well. There we go. I'll still clip that guy anyway. Alright, here we are. Slope you into the middle. There we go. Now, I think that last bit we could probably do at the front, but let's just leave it all going. Oh yeah, the front will take care of it. There we go. Alright. With that, we're done mowing. So all we're going to do is pick it up, throw it into one of the two selected processing silos. Either hay or pickled grass. And we'll be good to go. What is that? Oh, that's that rock in the middle of the road. Okay. Alright. I feel like the one on this end is taller for some reason. Just checking. I don't think that the mowers need any patching up in any form at the moment. There we go. We'll drop you down. So hook up the mighty wagon of forage and get down there and finish what we started. But I also think I'm going to finish the episode. So, I do hope you enjoyed. If you did, please don't forget to hit that like button. It does help out a bunch. Till next time, though, take good care of each other, folks. Enjoy your day. And ciao for now.